Base building isn't just about walls, it's about survival, strategy, and turning scraps into strongholds. Today we're counting down the top 10 base building games that let you craft, manage, and defend like never before. From frozen cities to underground fortresses, these games prove that building is just as thrilling as surviving. Let's jump in.
Riftbreaker Ashley reporting successful jump procedure.
Roger that. Begin field-based setup.
Houston, I've spotted something near the LZ. It's closing in.
The Riftbreaker is a unique mix of survival, base building, and action RPG all rolled into one. You play as Captain Ashley Nowak, a scientist soldier sent through a one-way portal to a distant planet, equipped with a powerful mech suit called Mr. Riggs. Your mission is to build a base that will allow Earth's colonists to survive. But this alien world isn't friendly. It's packed with dangerous wildlife and massive hordes that will test your defenses constantly. Base building is at the heart of the game. You'll gather resources, research new technologies, and set up power grids while fortifying your colony with walls, towers, and automated weapons. At the same time, you'll venture out to explore lush biomes, harvest rare materials, and fight enemies head-on using your mech's arsenal. Available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, the Riftbreaker is a fast-paced, base-building survival adventure that never lets you rest.
It's us, not them, who brought us this far. And those who make sacrifices today will reap the rewards of tomorrow.
Frostpunk 2 takes the brutal survival city building of the original and raises the stakes even higher. Set 30 years after the apocalyptic blizzards of the first game, humanity is still fighting to stay alive in a frozen wasteland. This time, coal is no longer enough. The future depends on oil, and with it comes new conflicts, politics, and moral dilemmas that shape your city's destiny. As the leader, your job isn't just to keep the generator running, it's to manage entire districts, negotiate with factions, and decide how your society evolves. Do you push for order, embrace radical change, or try to balance both? Every choice impacts survival, but also the values your people live or die by. With larger maps, deeper systems, and more intense storytelling, Frostpunk 2 promises to be colder, harsher, and more unforgiving than ever. Launching in 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, it's the ultimate test of leadership in a frozen world.
This is my base. This is my sanctuary.
This is my palace.
This is our colony.
RimWorld is a colony simulator where base building meets storytelling. Stranded on a distant planet, you'll guide a group of survivors as they struggle to build a functioning settlement. At first, it's about simple shelters and food, but soon you're designing full colonies with power grids, defenses, medical care, and trade systems. Every colonist has unique traits, skills, and personalities that shape how your base grows and how it can fall apart. The real magic of RimWorld is its AI storytellers. They control the flow of events, throwing challenges your way like raids, diseases, mental breakdowns, or even sudden love affairs between colonists. No two playthroughs are ever the same, and every decision you make ripples through the story. Will your colony thrive into a high-tech fortress or collapse into chaos? That depends on your choices. Available on PC, Mac OS, Linux, PS4, and Xbox One, RimWorld is one of the deepest base building experiences ever created.
Everything we once knew is gone. We've become drifters, roaming the wastelands, scouring the wreckage for something to hold on to.
Surviving the aftermath drops you into a post-apocalyptic world where every resource counts and every decision shapes the future of your colony. Starting with a handful of survivors, you'll build shelters, gather food, and slowly expand into a functioning settlement. Over time, your base grows with farms, research labs, medical centers, and defenses, all vital for keeping your people alive against constant threats. The world outside your walls is just as dangerous. You'll explore ruined cities, scavenge rare resources, and send specialists on risky missions, all while dealing with disasters like nuclear fallout, plagues, and bandit raids. Choices matter. Your leadership determines whether your colony thrives or crumbles. It's a balance of survival and strategy, wrapped in a harsh setting where hope is the rarest resource of all. Available on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, surviving the aftermath is the ultimate test of resilience and smart base building in a broken world. Factorio is the ultimate test of efficiency and automation. You begin stranded on an alien planet with just a few tools and a dream to build a fully functioning factory and eventually launch a rocket into space. At first, it's simple. Mine some ore, smelt it, and craft basic machines. But soon, your base expands into sprawling networks of conveyor belts, assembly lines, trains, and robots all working together. The challenge isn't just building, it's optimizing. Every upgrade makes your systems more complex, forcing you to refine layouts, balance resources, and manage power. And while you're engineering your masterpiece, hostile creatures attack your base, drawn by pollution. Defending your factory adds another layer of strategy. Few games are as satisfying as watching your machines run seamlessly, knowing you built it all from scratch. Available on PC, macOS, and Linux, Factorio is a base builder that rewards creativity, patience, and the obsession to make everything run just a little smoother. Dwarf Fortress is one of the most legendary base building games ever created, known for its incredible depth and complexity. You take control of a group of dwarves and guide them as they carve out a massive underground fortress. From digging tunnels and building workshops to farming, crafting, and managing entire industries, every detail of your settlement is in your hands. But the real challenge isn't just building, it's survival. Goblin raids, cave monsters, starvation, flooding, and even dwarves' own emotions can bring your fortress crashing down. Each dwarf has their own personality, moods, and skills, making your colony feel alive and unpredictable. No two games are ever the same, and failure is often as memorable as success. It's a game that demands patience, but rewards you with unmatched storytelling and emergent gameplay. Available on PC, Steam, and itch.io, Dwarf Fortress is the ultimate test of creativity, management, and sheer determination in base building. Cult of the Lamb takes base building in a wild new direction by mixing cute visuals with dark cult management. You play as a possessed lamb, saved from death by a mysterious godlike being, and tasked with starting your own cult in his name. From there, you'll build a base where your followers eat, sleep, work, and worship, while also defending it from rival cults and enemies. Managing your flock is key. You'll gather resources, construct shrines, farms, and housing, and make sure your cultists stay loyal, but loyalty comes at a price. Sometimes you'll need to preach sermons, perform rituals, or even make sacrifices to keep your power strong. It's equal parts adorable and disturbing, with a gameplay loop that balances exploration, combat, and colony management. Available on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch, Cult of the Lamb is a clever twist on base building that makes leading a cult strangely addictive. Frostpunk isn't just a base building game, it's survival on a frozen edge of humanity. Set in a post-apocalyptic ice age, you're the leader of the last city on Earth, and your job is to keep people alive as temperatures keep dropping. At the heart of your settlement is a massive generator, the only source of heat and hope. From there, you'll build housing, factories, medical posts, and research centers, all while rationing food and coal to keep the fires burning. But it's not just about construction, it's about tough choices. Do you enforce strict laws to maintain order, or let hope guide your people at the risk of rebellion? Every decision shapes the future of your society, and sometimes survival means sacrificing morality. With multiple scenarios and endless replayability, every playthrough feels like a new struggle. Available on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and mobile, Frostpunk is a brutal test of strategy, leadership, and survival. Foundation is a medieval city builder that breaks away from the traditional grid-based style and lets you design a thriving village with complete freedom. Starting with a small settlement, you'll guide villagers as they gather wood, stone, and food, then slowly expand into a bustling town filled with churches, markets, farms, and fortresses. The organic building system makes every village feel unique, growing naturally as your people carve out paths and structures around the landscape. Managing your citizens is just as important as construction. Villagers have needs, jobs, and relationships, and keeping them happy while balancing resources becomes the heart of the game. Trade routes with neighboring towns, expanding industries, and careful planning all shape the destiny of your medieval community. Available on PC, Windows, Foundation offers a refreshing, creative take on base building where your city feels alive, dynamic, and uniquely your own. Palworld blends survival, base building, and creature collecting into one of the most unique games out there. Set in a colorful open world, you'll capture creatures called pals that help you gather resources, fight enemies, and even work in your settlements. From farming and mining to powering machinery, every pal you tame adds to the growth of your base and survival chances. But it's not just about building peacefully. The world of Palworld is full of danger. Hostile wildlife, ruthless poachers, and harsh environments constantly test your strength. You'll craft weapons, fortify bases, and rely on your pals for combat when things get rough. The game balances lighthearted creature collecting with serious survival and building mechanics, making it stand out from anything else in the genre. Available on PC, Steam Early Access, and coming to Xbox Series X and S, Palworld is a wild mix of survival, creativity, and teamwork with your pals. And that's our list of the top 10 base building games. Each one brings its own challenge, whether it's survival, strategy, or pure creativity. Which one are you building in first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming countdowns.